Siman Yud Beis Sif Yud. A person should have a set shul or beis medrash in which he always davens, and he should also have a makom kavua in that shul or beis medrash, so that when he's davening in that beis medrash or shul, he's always davening in the same place. Any area within Dalat Amis of that makom kavua is still considered part of the same makom kavua. So if you have a seat and someone's in that seat, but right next to that seat, you can sit there, that still be considered that you're davening in the same makom kavua. The best is to have a makom kavua by the wall. Also, a person should ensure that he is not davening next to a rasha. And even when someone's davening at home, he should make sure that he davens in a makom kavua at home. He should have a special place where he davens at home, so that people in his house know that when he is in that place, he is davening and he should not be bothered. Sif Yud Aleph. It's a mitzvah to run when you're going to shul or to beis medrash or to any mitzvah. There's a special Indian to run to do that mitzvah. And therefore, even on Shabbos, it's permitted to run to do a dvar mitzvah, running to shul. However, once you get into the shul, once you get into the beis medrash, then it is usher to run. You're not allowed to run anymore. And when you come to the entrance of the shul, you should slow down, you should delay a little bit, you should wait a little bit, gather yourself, and that way you enter with a proper yira as you're going into the shul. Also, the Kitzur Shulchan says that you should say a pasuk of Ani b'roiv chazach hava v'secha. You should say that pasuk, and that's like you're asking reshus from the Rebbeinu Shalom to go into shul and daven to him. And then once you say that pasuk, then you should obviously enter with ema and yira, like you're going in front of a king. Now, in a city where there's separate streets for the Yidden, then it's a mitzvah to wrap yourself in your talis and to wear your tefillin already from your home and walk to shul in those streets designated for Yidden. However, in most places now we do not have separate streets that are designated for Yidden, and therefore you should not do this practice. And preferably, once you're in the shul, then you should preferably put on your talis and tefillin in the lobby area before you actually walk into the shul itself. There's an inyan gadol, the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch says, to enter into the shul with your talis and tefillin already on.